Hello my friends and welcome back to another Brotato Danger 5 random run. Hope you're all doing well. Today we are of course taking a random character and random weapon and trying to beat Danger 5 with it. Let's see what the game gives us. We've got the Cryptid, which I've already done. I've done a lot of these already, so we may have to re-roll a couple times to get one I haven't picked up yet. We've got the Generalist, which I have not done. So what I'm going to do for the Generalist, I think, is I will random a weapon, and then we will go with our second weapon as just whatever the game gives us first. Just whatever the second weapon we see is of the other type, obviously. Like, it'll have to be a ranged weapon if we roll a melee weapon first. It'll have to be melee if we roll ranged first. We'll just go with those two random weapons. So we'll probably end up with a weapon set that has almost no synergy on a already fairly weak character, but hopefully we can make that work. Anyways, let's see what we get. I use cacti clubs and slingshots for my class guide, so I'll reroll either of those. Okay, Lightning Shiv. So Lightning Shiv is interesting. It does scale with elemental damage, which the Generalist doesn't build for free, so, or not even for free, but doesn't get to double dip on. So that is definitely not an amazing pick for the Generalist, but it is a really fun weapon, so I can't say I'm that sad about it. We'll have to see what our ranged weapon is to really get a sense of how good this is or not. Can we kill the tree? Yes, okay. Not only did I kill the tree, I did get the crate, although it meant I left 11 materials on the ground. Was that even worth it? Probably, since we got a crate, but maybe it wouldn't have been if I hadn't gotten the crate. We'll take the cake for sure, and then here, I could just take a range damage, which would also be a melee damage. I'm not even sure how good that is on the Generalist right now, because a lot of our damage should be elemental anyways, but I think I will take it rather than like rolling for harvesting here, just because it's going to end up good. Oh no, our ranged weapon is the pistol. Okay, well that has no synergy with what we're doing and is a terrible weapon, so that's not amazing. But we do get to buy a goat skull, so that helps. And then I think I'm just going to lock both of these and roll for more weapons. See if we can get a lightning shiv and another pistol. We at least get to lock another shiv. When you're playing the Generalist, you want to basically pretend you are a melee character. Just play around the range of your melee weapons. Pistol's just a very weak weapon just because the numbers on it are quite bad. Although, I guess it will benefit because it has a good critical chance and crit multiplier, so it'll benefit from the damage that we're getting from, benefit from the crit chance we're getting from the precise tag on our lightning shivs. I'm just going to take the melee damage here. We probably want lifesteal rather than regeneration, so we'll just get more flat damage. And then, okay, this isn't bad. We can buy a shiv and another shiv. Get to 2 level 2 shivs. Roll again. Roll one more time to see if we can lock anything. We can't, but that's okay. So, yeah, so we've got a 2x critical with a 9% chance on our one pistol right now. It's going to be hard to fill out the last 2 pistols, probably, because they're guns, and rolling for specific guns is always difficult, and we have 2 other tags that are conflicting with them, and a whole other weapon that's conflicting with them, so I think it's going to be kind of difficult to fill out our weapon set, such as it is. Currently still doing okay. Didn't manage to kill that, and in terms of our elemental damage, but it's not going to stay that way for long. I'll take attack speed. We definitely need that. Do I just want range damage here? Probably. I just want to keep boosting my range damage. I'll definitely take a wheelbarrow, and we'll lock a pistol here. That's good. That can get us early harvesting. I'm not going to reroll because there's only one open slot. Now I should work on buying harvesting, because if I find a harvesting level up, we can get to 22 or 21. I guess it will be 22 because we'll have gained 1, and then we'll gain 5 from the level up. But we can get to 21 and start gaining 2 per level. Suddenly our harvesting can be pretty worthwhile. The extra attack speed definitely helped with our wave clear, so we made okay money this round. Also, 2 crates with 0 luck. That is pretty lucky. So we'll take a lens. We'll take a weird food. I have negative armor right now, so I probably should just take armor. I do want these other things, but being at negative armor just hurts so bad. I'm gonna avoid having that happen. Let's buy all of these things and get our free reroll. And then elemental damage, I do want. Lifesteal I want. I guess I'll just buy the boiling water, because elemental damage, of course, helps with the shivs. The fact that we now have to buy both types of damage, the one advantage that Generalist has taken away from us, is pretty irritating. Adding in some lifesteal will help a lot. That'll give this character a little bit of healing. I'm going to need to boost my max HP, of course. I should have rolled for harvesting there, though. I probably... I don't remember if I leveled up last wave, actually. Maybe I didn't, or maybe I just forgot to roll for harvesting. At this point now, it's like not even that worth rolling for harvesting anymore, because we're already in wave 6. I will take the metal detector. Yeah, it cost me some damage, but the luck is good. And it's early enough that the material things will pay off as well. Do I just want 5 luck? I'm going to just roll for harvesting here, I think. Oh yeah, I took armor last time. I'll take 2 elemental damage. That could help with our wave clear, and I'll take 8% damage. And then, no, my mouse has been double clicking. Very frustrating. I need to like retension the spring, so I may accidentally buy some stuff. It looks like what we bought there was just a level 1 lightning shiv, which I'd have definitely bought anyways. So not overly punished this time, but still really annoying that it's happening. I guess mutation I can buy. I can't afford to buy Peaceful Bee on this character because you just can't buy Peaceful Bee on the Generalist. It costs you, 3 damage. So it's really painful to do that. But mutation gives us damage to both of our weapons and gives us elemental damage. I'll need to increase my speed later, but I think it's efficient enough to pick it up since we use both damage types it provides. As I said, when you're playing the Generalist, you basically just want to pretend you're a melee character in terms of your positioning. That way you don't have to like think about what your ranged weapons are doing. Just play around the range of your melee weapons as though they're your only weapons, and that will give you the easiest path through the game. Alright. Our HP is so low that every hit I take is super dangerous, so I really have to fix that soon. Income is starting to be okay. I mean, I guess I still have to buy injection, but our HP is starting to get really terrible. Do I want 8 harvesting? I think it's early enough that I can still buy 8 harvesting. Fairy is really interesting. So this gives... We weren't intending to build regeneration, but Fairy is a lot of regeneration. So I think it's probably worth picking up. I'll buy the mutation as well. Lock the bat. I'm still going to mostly focus on lifesteal, and then very happy to buy Broken Mouth. I'll buy Hedgehog as well. It no longer has a cost because we have the Fairy. Do I want Baby Elephant? We have very low luck and not that much in the way of percent damage, so it's just not doing that much. It is 1 regen for the Fairy. I think I'll just pass on it, though, or at least not lock it. Alright, I'm feeling okay if I make it out of this wave, because we have a Broken Mouth locked. I'm not 100% convinced I'm going to make it easily out of this wave, though. I'm very picky about mice, and the mouse that I used to use exclusively, they no longer make. So it's very hard for me to find a mouse that I like, and the last couple have died to starting to double click. And this one I was advertised as just never going, having a spring that would never have that problem. And so I'm very frustrated that it is. Here, I'll just take some range damage. No, I have to take max HP, never mind. Here, I will take melee damage. which is also range damage for us. Alright, we finally get our last pistol, and we can buy out this shop and get a free reroll. I'll definitely take the bandana, that will help a lot, and we can upgrade our pistols as well as buying a hedgehog. Suddenly the pistols are doing decent damage now, so that's nice. And with 30 HP and 9 regeneration, I'm feeling a lot better. The bandana will help a ton. I will need to fix my percent damage, but we are definitely in better shape than we were a moment ago. Pistol already has piercing, but increasing the damage, the piercing of that, and increasing the piercing of our lightning Shiv projectiles is going to be really useful. We've got decent damage, good consumable healing. The thing that we need, I mean, we need defensive stats, we need armor and dodge, and we need more max HP. I'd really like to get to 50 or 60 before we fight our first elite, and it looks like we are not quite on track to do that, but hopefully we can get close enough while still maintaining some decent damage. So we are going to have to see if we can get our damage up to a reasonable level before we face an elite. Not great income at this point in the game, by the way. Our wave clear is starting to suffer. Do I just want 10 harvesting as a result of that? I mean, it's going to give me some money, but I could also roll for something that will help wave clear or like percent damage. I think just because it's level 3, I'm going to take the harvesting. I'll buy the bandana. I will buy the pumpkin. That helps a lot with having bought the bandana. Do I want stone skin? I probably can't afford it. While this is an item I like even usually with low armor, I just don't think we can afford to buy stone skin here because our armor is 1. I'm going to reroll. I'll butterfly, so I do want more lifesteal, but I would lose some elemental damage. How bad is that? I think not that bad. I think I'm going to buy butterfly and ugly tooth, and that will be kind of my way of surviving this elite wave. Just having lifesteal and ugly tooth. Because we do enough bouncing shots and enough piercing shots that if I have like 10-15% lifesteal plus the fairy regen, I feel like we're in very good shape regeneration-wise. Could use a baby gecko or something. Not to mention I've got great consumable heal, so... Staying near the middle of the map, just to maintain my HP, or just to maintain my farm, while trying to maintain my HP. Can I afford Cute Monkey? I think probably not. My damage is really suffering at this point. I will take the health there, and I'll take 12% damage. Getting our damage back positive is really important. Let's buy these two and roll, and then a broken mouth, great. Some more damage, excellent. Roll again. More armor I do need pretty badly, and charcoal as well will be pretty nice, so I'll take that. Spicy sauce, that'll get me towards my 50 HP that I want, so even though it's a pretty expensive way to buy 3 HP, I think it's worth it. Blindfold, bat. Can I afford to lose 1 lifesteal to gain 4 regeneration? Probably that is good, something that's good to do, so I'll take the plant. Just because I have fairy. I probably wouldn't if I didn't have fairy. I also need to roll pretty aggressively for move speed before we go into our elite fight. But at least I increased my damage quite a bit at the last couple waves. On the pistols anyways. And getting up to like 3 armor, 48 HP. Makes a big difference in terms of how survivable we are. Could still easily die, like very easily die just by walking into the elite attacks over and over. Or even just like twice. Because we're not that powerful defensively currently. And we're not that damaging either. But we're making the best of a bad situation in terms of the weapons and character that we rolled. I guess if I die, the question is, do I force pistol again, or do I go with whatever we roll first next time? I think that's going to be a kind of interesting question. I think I'll just take 7% crit chance here. I just want the damage. I could use lifesteal or flat damage, but crit chance is really good. We've got 15 flat range damage, so we're in a pretty good spot in terms of the damage of our pistols. Here, I also get to buy another leveled pistol, which is great. And so with 20% crit chance on the pistols, this is gonna, or 19% I guess, that's gonna be a pretty big, pretty large amount of outgoing damage. Can I afford all three of these? Yes, I can. So let's combine, buy another pistol, buy a broken mouth, buy a hedgehog. Then do I want a blood leech? I would lose some harvesting, which I have worked on, but it's also lifesteal and regeneration, and I'm building both of them. I think because I'm building both of them, I will lock and buy the blood leech. Let's see if we can make it past this elite. Hopefully we've got the damage for it. I'm going to stay next to it, trying to kill it. Trying to kill these rib cages as well. Luckily, this isn't like the most dangerous elite in the game. We can just kind of float near it. Backing off a little bit to try to kill the rib cages. It's tough because I want to focus the elite, but our lightning shiv damage is pretty bad. So I'm having to use my pistol attacks on other things. I think we aren't quite going to get it. So I'm just going to try to avoid dying to it at this point. We just don't quite have the damage to clear it. At least I've got very good healing, so we're not in too much danger, I don't think. At least not against this elite. We did get, I would say, quite lucky with what elite we rolled. This, I think, is the easiest elite in the game, usually. Because it's just like slow attacks that you can just move away from it and dodge. I'll take more crit chance. This is going to be good damage boost for us. I can't afford Shmoop, even though I need more damage, or need more health. But this costs you so much damage on this character by the injection. We're basically playing a character with just 3 pistols, I think. I guess the lightning shivs are doing good damage, but not amazing. I'll take the small magazine for sure. Lock in the pistol. Do I want 3 crit chance and a melee damage? I guess I do. And the fact that I made it out of that without having any move speed is also pretty impressive, honestly. For the build, not for my play or anything. But I do need some more move speed before we face our next elite. I always forget that Wave 12 actually just has the Horde aliens in it. It's not because a Horde... This was like a boss Horde wave. Had to pick up some consumables there. The really good consumable healing we have is a real saving grace for this build, I have to say, because it means that I can back off and instantly heal up whenever I start taking too many hits. I was trying to get in there to pick up all the materials I left on the ground, but I couldn't quite. I will take the Pocket Factory, I think. It's... no, I'm just going to recycle it. It's not going to help with wave clear too much, even with 2 engineering. Although I guess we have a pumpkin and piercing shots, so maybe it will. Yeah, I'll take the Pocket Factory. I'll take 2 elemental damage to try to make our shivs a little more helpful too. Upgrade our pistol, buy some crit chance. Do I want the scared sausage? Yeah, I think I do. We've got good elemental damage. We've got a Pocket Factory. I've got a lumberjack shirt. I need more trees to make this really good, but the scared sausage will be some pretty solid additional damage to our character, which we need quite badly. Let's combine the lightning shiv and buy another. Buy a defective steroids. And do I want terrified onion? I guess we're just like not building luck, and I need movement speed, so I'm going to do that. Now I'll take gentle alien for sure. I'll take head injury. We've got 1% dodge, so riposte is not amazing. I think I'm going to pass on it. Yes, I get to buy 2 melee damage and a range damage, but 1 range damage for 100 materials is just a bad ratio, so I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, the scared sausage, I think, is going to provide a nice little extra benefit to our character, both because we have the Pocket Factory already, and also because we have a lot of bouncing shots that don't do very much damage. So the Scared Sausage can help out with those. I'd love to get just a little more regeneration, a little more health, but mostly I need dodge and armor at this point, like dodge, armor, and max HP. I guess we really just need every stat, because I was going to say we need dodge, armor, max HP, and damage, and like what else is there? We just need all the stats. This build is still, it's kind of struggling to really find its place, its footing, I think. Because of the extremely weak weapon set, and we're just not making that much money per wave. I'll just take 2 elemental damage here. Actually, I should reroll. I can do better than that, or just more stuff we need. Yeah, we'll take 12% damage. That'll help more. 6% damage. Suddenly our percent damage is quite a lot better, which means a lot. And Gentle Alien. Do I want Bait as well? Not going into a Horde wave. I'll take Alien Eyes, though. This is another way to just apply Lifesteal, Scared Sausage, and just our decent percent damage, so it's worth picking up. Weird Food would cost me dodge. Right now I've got 4 + 4 consumable heal. I think it's still worth buying. We can't buy Fuel Tank even though we need elemental damage because it would cripple the damage on our other weapons. And I think we can still buy some stuff. Yeah, so I'm able to buy Toxic Sludge and increase my elemental damage here. Lock the steroids, lock the pistol. I'm almost certain I've rolled past like 8 pistols this run because I'm so used to just ignoring this garbage weapon, but we're stuck with it. Tractor will pay for itself pretty quickly, so I'll take that as well. All right. So the advantage here is that while we can't easily stop ourselves from breaking too many of the summoners, we have a lot of healing, so it shouldn't matter that much that the area is filling with projectiles, and we do kill the summons reasonably efficiently just with our percent damage. We've got all the Horde aliens spawning, of course, as well. And on Horde waves on wave 14 are actually not as bad because the Horde alien spawning will tend to despawn the summoners, so because there's just a maximum number of enemies that can be on the field at once. So you're less likely to get a critical mass of summoners and have it become like impossible. Took 1,000,000 damage there, so I have to back away. Our very low armor is really starting to show at this point in the game, and I just wasn't able to make it into the middle of the arena to pick up materials, so we left a lot on the ground. Yeah, let's take 2 armor. I need that more than anything else. Upgrade my pistol. Buy this. I will take this. I'm not going to bother with the snail. We still need more move speed. So I have to pretty aggressively pick up materials because I left so many on the ground that my material bank is huge, and I need to deal with that. I also need to boost my lifesteal again. For a while I was building lifesteal reasonably quickly, but we kind of fell off of that. Let me get through the middle here and pick up some materials. I just haven't seen much lifesteal in a long time, and I need to build more of that. Also, every hit being 16 damage, I walked into that just to see how much damage it was, means that my armor is really not good at this point, so it's really stressing my heals out. The fact that we have the damage instances we're taking are so high. Okay, I'm going to try to go through the middle, leave fewer materials on the ground this time. I could use a baby elephant or Sif's relic, but at least we got all our materials picked up. Alright, 2 armor, perfect. I need to get to like 10 if I can. I don't know if I can afford Clover, because we're not building dodge. It's just not an important component of this character. I don't think I really want Tyler either, even though we do have a minor engineering sub-theme. I think what I want is to just roll all of these for defensive stats, just armor and lifesteal, basically. I'll take this and this, though. Silver Bullet will maybe help me kill this elite, so that I'm happy with. Elemental damage, HP regen. We lose speed, which puts me back down to 0 speed, but I do want regen, and I want more elemental damage, so I think it's worth buying the campfire there. And then here, did I just double reroll? Did my mouse double click? I'm not sure. Broken Mouth, yeah, this is more like it. I get to buy some armor and some max HP. And now that I'm actually building dodge with the leather vest, do I want adrenaline? I think we probably still won't build that much dodge, but I guess with like 1 dodge level up, it's good. It'll be enough to be a relevant amount of dodge. So I think I will lock the adrenaline. If I don't find a dodge level up or something this wave, I'll probably unlock it, but I think it's worth speculating on that. Because if we can get adrenaline going, that will help a lot with our healing and just our defensive stats, which are lacking at the moment. And I think this is definitely going to be a try to live through the bosses rather than try to kill the bosses playthrough. Definitely have to make sure I'm clearing the brain bugs, but now that I've got like 5 more armor than I had last wave, the damage instances we're taking are much less punishing, so we can actually heal up in between getting hit much more easily. I guess the buffed chargers are still doing 16, but the other enemies are doing much less, so it's not as bad at all. Alright, yeah, so I'm going to take a dodge level up here, and this way we can actually build a reasonable amount of dodge. Let me buy the adrenaline and leather vest and helmet. Roll again. Upgrade our pistol. Little muscly dude for sure, I want that. Snake I guess I want, because I've got a scared sausage already. No, I think snake is kind of a luxury item, and scared sausage just isn't doing that much. It could have, maybe, but I just don't think it ended up in a place where it's that important. Wheelbarrow I'm going to pass on as well, because it just won't pay for itself. Alright, I'm going to take a drink of water, and then we'll see if we can kill this elite. And let's do it. Okay, the summoner elite shouldn't be that bad for us. It's going to make it hard to focus this enemy. And I need to, like, dodge its attacks. Okay, I walked into... Speaking of dodging its attacks, I walked into every attack all in a row, so let's not do that. I think, again, I probably could kill the elite if I was very confident in my dodging, but I think our damage is just not fast enough to like burst it down, which is what I'd really want to be doing to it. So I'm just going to focus on surviving this wave. It's important to identify early when you're playing this game whether you're going to be able to kill an elite or not, and when to make the transition to just trying to survive. Okay, we've got the rib cages to 1. Okay, so I ended up leaving a bunch of materials on the ground. I'm going to take the medical turret because we just need more healing. I'm going to recycle this. We need % damage more than we need engineering. I will still upgrade my weapons, and we'll buy this and this. And then, yeah, more armor is going to be good. Strange Book will help. This will give us engineering. We do have the turrets, so I think I will buy the Strange Book. Gambling token, we could get our dodge up to a reasonable value pretty quickly. Maybe I won't buy Strange Book. I think the turrets are just not going to do that much. Like, yeah, we could get them up to 26 damage, but I just don't think that's going to be that relevant. So, actually, I'm going to pass on Strange Book. Sorry to those of you who... I know there are many out there who love Strange Book, but I just don't think it's going to be relevant for this character. Because we're basically just going to be trying to survive the bosses. I feel like there's a version of this build you could do where the pistols ended up just like doing infinite damage, but you'd really have to have gone all in on damage, and maybe the right play was just to ignore the lightning shivs, never build elemental damage, and just focus on them as just melee weapons. I've got to get more lifesteal as well. The low lifesteal that we have is really painful for this build right now. That's what the strength of this build should be all the bouncing and like penetrating shots, and so those do really well with lots of lifesteal, but the fact that we don't have lots of lifesteal means that our healing is much weaker than it should be otherwise. So I need to aggressively roll for that in these next couple waves. This is great, we'll take this. I don't really care about losing the elemental damage, just increasing my damage here. Let's roll for lifesteal, I think. 3% lifesteal or 9% dodge. Both of those are good, but honestly, I think we need the lifesteal more. Gambling token, I think, is still worth taking. Duct tape, yes. Let's roll. Not going to take sunglasses. I just want defensive stats. I will upgrade my weapon here. Roll again. Poisonous tonic, we would lose 2 regeneration but gain 10% attack speed, which is a good way to increase our lifesteal. One way I could guarantee that I win this run, by the way, is just by taking this flamethrower. Suddenly my 14% lifesteal is more than enough, but we're not going to do that. I will buy this other pistol. Do I want Claw Tree? Yeah, I guess I should just buy it. Just because it fits really nicely. Again, trying to pick up as much materials as I can. Anything you leave on the ground in wave 19 obviously just goes to waste, so you have to be pretty careful about that. You can see even with just 3% more lifesteal, we are much more easily able to regenerate our HP. When you have these shots that bounce across the map like this, even small amounts of differences in lifesteal make a huge difference to the percent chance that any individual shot lifesteals, because it's all compounded over every time it bounces. So it makes your healing vastly superior, even getting small increases. I'm letting materials stack up in the middle of the map because I don't want to run in there until right near the end. Now I can run in, pick everything up, take a bunch of damage, and we didn't leave that much on the ground. I'm going to recycle this. We don't want to lose damage. And buy this, I think, because just more fruits is going to be good. 2% lifesteal for sure. Fin, yes, this is great. That gives us move speed to help dodge, as well as additional lifesteal, so that's the perfect item. Buy another lightning shiv. Buy a poisonous tonic, because the attack speed is just good. I'm not going to buy the baby gecko, because we just don't need to pick up materials anymore. Let's reroll here. And I guess I'll take Tentacle. This is the only relevant item we're going to be able to buy, and it might help us heal. Alright, I don't think we're going to be able to kill the bosses, but I'm going to give it a shot and see if we have the opportunity, and if we don't, then we will just have to try to survive and see if we can make it through the wave. Yeah, I'm not impressed with the damage output so far, so I think we are just going to try to survive. Which means that I want to avoid damaging the bosses for as long as possible, mostly. To leave them in their weaker forms, because of course when you damage them, they're going to change into their higher tier forms. Go into their second stage, and so you want to leave them in their first stage as long as possible. Took a hit there, but we can dodge both of those. Stand still there, near the medical turret ideally, making sure that I'm positioning in the field, but between all the attacks. Getting to stop moving, knowing when to just stop moving is very important when you're dodging these bosses. It's one of the more important skills. Of course, we are now taking 1,000,000 hits in a row. Trying to heal back up here. I need a consumable to drop, because we have pretty good consumable healing. Okay, there we go. Over by the medical turret, we were able to heal back up to full. 5, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and we survived. I was not sure, when I took all those hits in a row, I really was not sure I was going to make it out of that, but we did it, just barely. I would say this was a pretty rough run, honestly. I felt like I was on the back foot the entire time, mostly just because the weapons we were working with were so bad. So we did 14,000 damage with this pistol and only 9,000 with the lightning shiv because I wasn't able to really get in melee. We had 19% lifesteal, which is most of what kept me alive in the last round, and 25 regen is pretty good as well. Our defensive stats were okay. We had 10 armor and 25 dodge, which is enough to survive reasonably efficiently. The big problem, honestly, was we had such low percent damage that our damage just never really got there. So I guess I needed to focus that more, but you know, we'll take it. We got the victory. As well, really important to this win was the 3 weird foods. Probably would not have won without those. That mattered a lot in terms of keeping us alive. Alright, my friends, I hope that you've enjoyed this video, and of course, as always, if you've enjoyed this Brotato run, let me know in the comments, like the video, and comment. To steal a line from Loading Ready Run, this video is brought to you by you, and your kind support of my channel, by watching, by liking, by subscribing, and by commenting, all of which help it reach more people. And of course, if you're so inclined, then you can become a channel member or leave a donation, which obviously I would appreciate very much. Alright, my friends, thank you so much, and I will catch you next time.